between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Flushed out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Now a carry for Swift.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Throwing deep for Galladay. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Here's Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Lions 7, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Draw play, Dillon.
And very little room room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Huntley to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Dillon now on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely. Touchdown, Vikings! A.J. Dillon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
Extra point right down the middle. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Yannick Ngakoue just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run here with Swift. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there for the Lions. An extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, Huntley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Here's Dillon.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
To throw, Huntley.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st down, Dillon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run now with Dillon. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon.
And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
They'll run for it with Dillon.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A gain of 4 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They'll run on 1st down. Dillon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
A.J. Dillon
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing on first down. Huntley drops it off for Coleman. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Lions 19-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
Here's Huntley.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
To throw on second down, Huntley.
And that'll be complete to Dillon.
12 yards is the pickup there, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half. And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Second and 11 now.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On first down, Dillon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Buying time to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs for different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 3rd down. Huntley. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Back now at Ford Field. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They run once more with Dillon.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
A.J. Dillon.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Vikings 31, Lions 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. But just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't. Because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it. Because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
3rd down.
third down. Dillon. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now.
It's now.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on fourth. Again, it's Dillon. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Lions will take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Lions on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Dillon. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
From the gun, it's Dillon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. On third down, Dillon. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 4th down, Huntley forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it'll be Dillon. And he won't take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
If he ain't player of the week, Chad, I don't know who is, huh?
Puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to
I'm feeling like Guz right now, bro. Where my apron at? Because I'm cooking this nigga.
This one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the weight. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On first down, Dillon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, Dillon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Minnesota, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.